Oh,
Wait, hello? Hi guys, hi everybody. Hi Big Zach, hi Mira, hi Fence Smoker, hi Fox Actual, hi Big AA Ron, hi ABU. Can you guys hear me? Are we live? Pin the shill message, where is it? Where is it? Like sub, fuck yeah. Wait, I'm not signed in on the right account, dude, fuck it, whatever. What's good, Mr. Jim? I'll take that as a you can hear me. Nothing much, Big AA Ron. Just enjoying my Friday night. You know, we got this T app security breach to go through, and a very topical video from one of my favorite creators that's very much related to the type of behavior with the T app. And I'm not 100% sure what's the best order of operations here, what the PAMDOS is on this, but either way, it should be good. So I'll try to take it from what's most entertaining first, and if this part's not cool, we'll just skip straight to the doxing the random women. So let's get right into it. Have you seen the face leaks? Okay, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you look up here at my tabs, at the amount of tabs under um 4chan slash poll, these are basically all images of women from the T app leak. Okay? If God is good, my channel will not be taken down for a privacy strike. Um, and I misspoke there. The 4chan links are actually just funny messages on the thread that I thought I should bring up and read in a funny voice. Um, these other things are just the images. Everything that says 17 is a picture of a woman's face. So the first thing I think we're getting into, this is a video by Joseph Michael Zero, labeled The Tinder Run of the Year. God is always good. The fuck you mean, heathen? Yeah, bro, you clocked me for real. I don't know shit about God. Inshallah. So, big fan of this guy. Awesome backdrop, okay? He's got some badass 90s sunglasses on. We've got the flag of Brazil with his boxers on it. We've got NBA Young Boy, I think, and we're gonna watch him go through Tinder before we look at the women who talk about the men of Tinder, just so we can see, you know, some of the reasons why people might have a problem with men on Tinder. You know, some of the reasons why you might go on an app to gossip anonymously about men on Tinder. Why you might go on an app to, you know, spread personal information about someone. I don't have super fleshed out opinions on this. I just want to hate on women right now. So let's just get right into it. Oh shit, wait. I fucked it up.
Holy shit, I'm so excited. Do we have any guesses? Do we have any guesses on what the main event could be? Do we have any educated guesses?
Right off the bat, we got a Mrau mention. Big fan of this Mrau guy. I wonder what he has to say about all this.
On what the main event could be. And we're at 194. And we're at peak viewers. We're at the main event. Perfect timing. Welcome in to everyone who's new. Hello. And without further ado, we're back on Tinder! Now, who is our first victim going to be?
So, to be fair, I have not pre-watched this at all. This popped up on my feed. I haven't seen this guy post in months. Nothing about his setup has changed, so I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But I saw this video. I knew there was the leaks for T-App, and I thought, I'll just let it speak for itself.
Female named Hannah is a baddie. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what shape, size, or color. If your name is Hannah, you're going to be a baddie.
Wow. We don't discriminate based off shape, size, or color. Very good look for Mr. Joseph Michael. We're very accepting. We love all women named Hannah.
Okay. I'm picking up Snicker Licker vibes here.
Okay.
And she's
Snicker Licker vibes is devious. Has anybody heard that before? Is it just me? Am I like uncultured? This guy's awesome, dude.
nurse. She absolutely likes the blacks. She does prefer them, which is fine. But
She's a nurse. She likes the blacks. Dude, clocked. These nurses are evil. If you ever match with a nurse, just know she's either going to use you, going to abuse you, or she thinks she's too good for you. But I've been there. Let's let him talk his shit.
for me personally, I'm not sure if that's going to work here. So we're going to skip Miss Hannah, although she is very lovely. Emma.
All right. Let's be nice to Emma. Going back to the nurses thing, nurses are just evil, dude. They want to make money not being a doctor, but in the medical field. It's like the most common, I need to get rich, bitch type shit. Like, you could say the same thing about pharmacists. I won't say it. We all know who we're talking about. Some very evil pharmacists out there who are definitely snicker lickers. I'm not naming any names. We all know a snicker licker in the commentary community. I'm just saying.
It's giving Fiona from Shrek slightly. But she seems interesting. Let's keep going. Bro, I told y'all my confidence is low right now, so these are the type of girls I have to shoot at anyway. You know? All right, Emma, you get a yes from me. All right, I don't know if that's a W. That's not really a W.
Oh, dude, just needed a confidence boost. That's so real. Every man goes through a phase in their life where they swipe on someone they don't even want just to know if they still got it. I can't remember who I was watching last night who said that. Like, they were covering the drama about what's his ass from West Elm, some boy named from West Elm. And they were saying like he's a based full cell for swiping on these women and then ghosting them. Just to know he still got it. Every man goes through a phase where they just need that confidence boost. You know, it's men's mental health that we're talking about. It's very important. We have to look out for each other, we don't compliment each other enough. You know, men need that little confidence boost sometimes. And Emma's got us, bro. That's so awesome.
But we're getting the ball rolling. We're getting the jitters out. We're putting up some mid-range jumpers from the elbow. We got to see him drop first before we get to, the step back threes and
Mid-range
I know
jumper.
I said she looked like Fiona from Shrek, but she didn't. If anything, she kind of reminded me of like Missy from Big Mouth, no?
I never watched Big Mouth, never will. But calling her Fiona from Shrek is devious, dude. Let's just get another look at her. 6. That's so mean, dude. She's not even fat. She's just got like. She's just. I'm not even gonna say it.
Me of like Missy from Big Mouth, no? You know what I mean? Hi, Emma. Has anyone ever told you that you look like Missy from Big Mouth?
You know what? Let's do our due diligence here. Saying Big Mouth, we can already assume a little bit. She got a big mouth. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. That's how do you even see that, dude? That's so fucked up. This guy's just saying shit because she has a big mouth. This is kind of fucked up, dude. If he bags this, I'm gonna start negging every woman I come in contact with. Fuck. Alright, you guys weren't supposed to see that yet. That is Missy from Big Mouth. Let's just move on.
Alright, I don't know if that's a W. That's Hi, Emma. Told you that you look
Stop gooning, dude.
Missy for you. ... I used to have a cutout of her duct taped to my like that I would never clean out, comma, it got so stinky, LMAO.
Guys, you weren't supposed to see that. Stop saying what. This is just a teaser for the absolute peak that we're about to get into with the T app data breach. This is the lady who goes on the T app and says your dick stank. You got dirty dick. You fat, gay, no friends, no hobbies, no money. Live at your mama place. Meanwhile, she got bisexual lighting, looking like this, looking like Missy from Big Mouth. So just think, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 total pictures to go through. This is the bottom 18 of probably like 2,000 of the users. They didn't get completely everyone, right? It's the number one app on the App Store right now. So the consensus from 4chan is that they have like a cache, like a temporary storage of these photos that periodically gets deleted to save space. So whenever they download the full storage, it's only like a couple thousand. So I just went through the thread. I didn't even bother downloading the whole thing because first of all, I don't want to implicate myself too much. I'd rather just post my voice on my personal YouTube and do it this way. But they also cherry picked the best ones for me, so we saved a whole lot of time basically. Anyway, Riz review. Has anyone ever told you you look like Missy from Big Mouth? Good news for you, I used to have a cutout of her duct taped to my fleshlight that I would never clean. It got so stinky, LMAO. This is Riz. This is Riz. At first I was like, that's a pretty foul compliment. But it's so stinky. It transcends the realm of complimenting or insulting. Now we're just being a silly little boy. Bitches love silly little billies.
Hopefully, you are too.
And hopefully she's stinky, extra silly on top. This is Riz. Take notes.
Smiley face, send. I don't want to be like too mean here, Miss Kathleen, but if you're 27 on Tinder, as a woman, as a man, it's okay. But as a woman, you should at least have a child by now, I think. Or at least be in like a committed relationship.
You know, I don't want to be too misogynist, too sexist about that statement. But practically speaking, I think unless there's something seriously wrong, like you had some kind of fucked up situation in your life, a decent looking woman is probably taken by the age of 27. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm pushing 27. I'm pushing. I don't want to say my exact age. I've said before online, but um, let's let him go. Let's let him go. It's not that important.
Oh, that's why. I'm not interested. Sorry.
Wait, what did he see? What did he even see?
Oh, that's.
Computer enhance. This she's a little rotund. She's a little rotund, little round. Fuck bringing a child into this world, to be fair. For like 80% of my life, I've been like, I'll probably adopt because I agree with you. Every once in a while, I'm like, nah, I'm goated. Nah, I need to have my bloodline. Like, 80% of the time, I'm like, fuck that shit. This place sucks. My bloodline sucks. It's over. And if I do get the chance, I'm gonna adopt. Adoption is a good cop out though, because they're already in the world and you can help them out. Just a heads up, just saying.
That's why. I'm not interested. Sorry. Isaac, why am I getting men? Why am I getting men? Okay, see, this would be okay with me if he did have a shelf back there.
This is Cryptid. Cryptid's like, does it jiggle? I don't care if she's trans. Does it jiggle? Does she got a shelf back there? And I'm putting words in his mouth. I am the one who asked if it jiggles in regards to trans. I plead the fifth, but POV Cryptid.
208! If I was looking at like a Saucy Santana build, I would be perfectly fine with that. But this just makes me uncomfortable. And your dog is gross. But, I mean,
your dog
this would make
gross.
me feel good about 211. Holy shit. If we match with him, that would do nothing but just boost my self-confidence.
Okay, so the numbers he's shouting out is just his viewer count. Good for him. Very happy for him. This guy's hilarious. Big fan. Apparently he does numbers on TikTok. He's got some like super viral clips or something. Let me bring up his channel so I can give you guys some background on what this guy. He's got 30K. Most popular video. The most impressive Tinder run in history. Tinder, 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 Hinge, Tinder, Hinge, Tinder, Tinder. Truth or drink with my Tinder date. So he brings his Tinder date onto the channel. Watched that. That was awesome. Um, I made a black MILF twerk on FaceTime. Fucking awesome, dude. This guy rules. Oh, he also did. It's probably not his most viewed stuff, but he does some like man on the street type interviews where he just asks like freak questions, like not like, oh, do you swallow, but like you ever had an STD and like describe the smell. This guy's on another level. But everyone thinks you're a gay cuck if you adopt, especially if you're a white with a black child. Yes. The race thing, the savior complex is definitely there. Um, I don't even know how to address that. Just get one that kind of looks like you to make it easier on the kid, I guess. I don't know. You're kind of spitting.
So let's do it. Yes!
You got the man.
Like me, and the men like me. Yao Ming from 3. This is the first ever man I've ever matched with on Tinder. I'm not gay.
Not true, by the way. Seen his videos. This has happened multiple times. He talks to the men. It's awesome.
So that's why it hasn't happened. But for some reason, a man popped up and we matched. So, you know, when life gives you lemons. Oh my God, hi. I'm so nervous right now. I've never done this before. Please.
I'm gonna find the whitest Afro Latino that looks like me. That's a play. That's a play. So you can still kind of have the savior complex, but you minimize the amount of people that perceive it. Big Aaron's making money moves.
Keep it between us. I grew up in a phobic and household while being closeted. Parentheses, still though. I can take out all my anger. Ancestors is a little bit dark. I'm going to say with your people on your most likely prolapsed LOL. Let me know if you're down. Send.
Dude, diabolical fucking message. You match with this dude. He says, never before. Fuck, dude, I already fucked it up. Never done this before. Please keep it between us. I grew up in a homophobic and racist household while being closeted. Still racist, though. Like, he's still racist. In that case, I can take out all my anger with your people on your most likely prolapsed rectum.
LOL.
LOL.
Let me know if you're down. Send. Guys,
So, I mean, you received that message. This time, I'm not sure if that guy knows it's a joke. I'm beginning to think that guy might be into some hate fucking, and he might genuinely take that. Most of the time, he'll even respond to people. Like he'll do like the messaging game in the video. So we might be in for some more of that story.
we found Mario Judah. This is such like a I grew up rich name. Wendlin.
Alright, do we think this is her Tinder alias or this is her real name? I need to see some more pictures. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pictures to determine if that's her real name. The first one, these lips don't look that real. They could be just the picture, but judging by the nails, the boring ass phone case, the boring ass room setup, I think they might be some fake lips. We've got a very boring person here with a very interesting name. Fake name, hooker lips.
Is what your parents went with. I like concerts and Miller Lights. Get
I guess we don't have 8 pictures. If you like Miller Lights and concerts, get the fuck out. Boring, says Big Zach. Big Zach does not fuck with that.
the fuck out of my face. We literally just hit the jackpot. Lance. Oh my god. He's so chilling. He's a family man. He's giving like Dom bottom.
What the fuck does that even mean? Dom bottom, dude. I bet Zach wants him a Viet or Laotian type lady. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What do you want, Big Zach? Talk to him. NASCAR, dude. Fuck yeah, that's so badass.
Could be wrong, but he does seem mad feminine for his build. Store manager at Dollar General. Okay, so he's getting to the bag for realsies. So we have to. So you're thick as some biscuits. You're a Dom bottom, and you can grow a full beard. If that doesn't scream "let's match," I don't know what does. Oh,
Lance, how do you bag this guy, dude? The Dom bottom Lance. Just does not give a fuck about this app.
he's getting to the bag for realsies. So we have to match. So
Got entire shelves dedicated for my NASCAR die casts. So I understand you can cast something and you can die something. Is that what I'm assuming a die cast is? I guess like... Oh, don't click the picture, you fat bitch. A die cast toy is a toy or collectible model produced by the die casting method of putting molten lead, blah blah blah, a shape. A die is with mold, you pour molten shit in. Dude, my dad gave me one of these. Like, it was so badass. You could even like pull it back on the table and then it would like shoot forward because it has like some kind of mechanism inside that stores potential energy. Dude, knock on wood, not praying on anybody's downfall here, but I've got a couple of these coming towards me in the will, okay? And I'm not forgetting about them. These are awesome. They'd be in his office next to like my Little League trophies and like his fancy books. And then there'd be like the die cast toy cars. Like, these things are awesome, dude. Anyway,
you're thick as some biscuits.
check out my sick YouTube banner. That one sits on the shelf. Hold up. Fuck, dude, I'm not signed in. Ah, oh, dude. I'll let this play while I try to sign in real quick. Hold on.
you're a dom bottom, and you can grow a full beard. If that doesn't scream let's match, I don't know what does. Oh, Daddy Lance, where do I start? I would want nothing more than to bend you over on your twin-sized bed and smell your bodily fluids seep out of your pores while I ram my hog into your pig trough of
dude.
a body. Winky face, send.
That was fucking vile, dude. You gotta throw your fat at the end there to make him know it's a joke, but man, that was hard to listen to. So I am signed in now. Oh my god, I'm not signed into the right. Okay, wait, I can switch over. That's quick. Okay. Go to channel. I genuinely have not gang stalked Big Zach before. Let me just bring this up on stream. So we've got Soft Pretzel Bites, number 6. Goodyear. King's Hawaiian. Forward. So, awesome sponsors, I will say. These sponsors are sweet. I would eat all of these. Besides the Goodyear tires, but I know them. Videos. Arca is the best racing series. I will die on this hill. With the low tier god, you should race NASCAR now. You know, I'm gonna keep an eye on this Big Zach guy. I think there's something to this. Shane Von Cheeseburger when he finally finds Austin Hill. Yeah, this is freaking sweet. I wish I knew who Austin Hill was and why Shane Von Cheeseburger wants to get him, but he got him. Oh, teaser. Okay.
Duh. And we got a reply from Emma. I've never wanted to myself more after I read that, so thanks. Well, okay.
Okay, so she could have not replied, okay? She doesn't want to genuinely kill herself. This isn't her 13th reason. You know, if it was, his name, his full legal would just be listed on the note. She thinks this is Riz, okay? She's like, haha, that was so funny. I'm gonna KMS, haha. That's what this is. And I hope Joseph Michael Zero understands that this is self-deprecating humor in an attempt to flirt.
Don't make me feel bad about it. Let's try to fix it. Let's try to, you know.
He's not giving up. He's not giving up.
Fresh.
That's why he's the GOAT.
A bad comparison at all. And I wanted to get that point across to you by letting you know I had desires for her. Like, what the
Dude, that's so real. The right click autocorrect. Okay, so this is game. He's letting her know that he's still interested, and there's a point in the joke that implies he's sexually attracted to you. This is Riz. Hit send.
Joe, who was that one girl that called you and it was so awkward? I know who you're talking about.
And he said, I'm sorry, okay? This is possibly the most evil Tinder man. And later we're going to see the most self-righteous T-app women who want to dox and kill this guy.
I know exactly who you're talking about. You're talking about that last girl who like was breathing heavy as on the mic, and she was just like, that was definitely the craziest call we've ever done. That was probably, I mean, I want to say getting that black, like, MILF girl was probably the craziest call, but it just was, nah, it just wasn't, bro. Wait!
Dude, I haven't seen the black MILF twerk, and I did not know she was OnlyFans. I need to, you know, not gooning, hands in the air, both hands up, facing the computer. I'm not gonna goon to it, but we need to see the black MILF twerk. Okay, that might be what we go out on. I might play some music to that. We might say bye-bye to that. Hands in the air, no gooning in chat.
No, it wasn't. The craziest call we ever got, remember when my ex-girlfriend, like, of 8 years ago called me and she almost got us banned because she answered the phone butt naked, but she was just like fat and drunk and disgusting? Were y'all there for that? That's still on my YouTube. I don't think it's been taken down yet.
That's a huge dub, dude. Not that your ex is, I mean, I was gonna say, if she got fat and became a drunk after leaving you, huge dub. If you're saying that your ex was a fat drunk, crazy self-report, dude. This guy's pretty young though. I'm not gonna hold him to the highest standard. I'm probably older than this guy. You know, some of us have engaged with tortas. We fuck with tortas, but you can't prove we fuck with tortas. We don't post evidence that we fuck with tortas, okay? We can proudly espouse our beliefs in an anonymous, untraceable manner without posting evidence, okay? That's all I'm saying.
I don't think it's been taken down. And like I made her like sit on the Mike's Hard Lemonade bottle and she spilled it, and I was taking like screenshots.
You made her sit on the Mike's Hard Lemonade bottle? Dude, I gotta do some research on this guy. I thought I had seen like many of this guy's videos. I have not seen the deep cuts, the real lore. There's gotta be some evil shit in here, dude.
And then I sent it to our Discord, which if you're not in the Discord, join it. But I
Note taken.
sent it to our Discord not knowing that that's revenge and that
Oh, okay, never mind. Don't join the Discord. Evil stuff happening in there.
that's illegal. I didn't know that was illegal. The Missy comparison wasn't the bad part, and I know you know that. She's also a kid. Okay, well, don't make it weird.
Dude, everybody knows Big Mouth is like some weird pedo shit. Like they're all like middle schoolers, like freshmen in high school at best. But the pure like disgust on this guy's face is so awesome. This guy is like the fuck, what do you even call that emote? Let me pull it up so I can say it out loud. Face orange raised eyebrow. Don't make it weird. Face orange raised eyebrow.
Just take the compliment and move on. Okay, don't make it weird. Watch this vocab. So you're just insinuating that. Yeah, I spelled that shit right. So
W vocab, very literate.
you're insinuating that having a light is bad? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I bet you have some sort of or something like that. So you can have a rose toy, but I can't have a light with Missy's face on it. Like,
True.
I'm confused. You made it weird. That whole thing is weird. You are weird. Okay, guys. This is where we close the deal. Okay, so
Okay, guys. I'm about to if he bags this, he's the GOAT, okay? This is an insane posture considering we have an above average looking man and a woman with this as her profile. He's being funny and flirty. She's still messaging back, but the posture, this is completely like, how do you respond to this? He's posting up half court at this point. This isn't even 3-point hook shot like Steph Curry. Like, this is Hail Mary levels of posture we're getting into, okay? I fear he bags. She's responding, he's in. He's definitely not in, okay? I have fumbled these many times before. But this man, you can tell he's got it in him, okay? He does this shit. Let's let him cook.
So what would you have rather me said? Hey, you're hot. Like, that's so boring. I'm an open book. We gotta close the deal. Come on. I put out the loop.
I fear this is a little combative, but maybe that's what this situation requires. You can fumble almost anything, my brother. Oh, don't get me started, dude. One of these days I'm gonna pull up my dating apps. It deletes some of your old shit, but I'm sure I've got something evil in there. So he's coming back, but it's not too combative. Okay, this leaves room for some suggestion. She's probably gonna respond back, and he's probably bagged it.
We are slowly reeling her in. You notice how she didn't deny having a either? So, like, we're literally on the same page. What ever happened to the piss pumpkin? I left it in my room for as long as humanly possible until it started, like, leaking out of the sides because, like, it was literally falling apart. I took a picture of the inside. I sent it to our Discord a while ago.
Point laugh emoji. Big Zach, you're like 14 years old, dude. Don't point and laugh at me just because I have more life experience. Just because I'm spiteful and hateful about women and I have no riz. Okay, don't point and laugh. It's not funny, dude. Not funny. Sorry, I'm itching my eyeball. I got my fair share, okay?
So it's probably still in there. There's a bunch of mold. It smelled like pee, and the Bojangles cup was still in it as well. I literally saw you typing, and you said, and you left me here waiting.
This is a Hail Mary, okay? She started typing and stopped. So she's probably resigned from this conversation for the night. And he says, I literally saw you typing and you left me here waiting. Now I fear, I mean, that's possibly a perfect move, okay? I think he has her in check. I've been out the game so long, the game has changed. Dude, this guy's game is different than anything I've seen, okay? This guy is a savant. This guy, I mean, the first message this guy sent, okay? Saying that she looks like Missy and he's got a Missy taped on his fleshlight and it's stinky. Just, he's reinvented the game himself. I don't think there's anyone like him.
She's gonna respond to that. Emma responded. Okay.
Whoa, she's back. Let's see.
Just not sure what else to say, especially since you're trying to make me out to be the one who's making this weird. If we're...
Dude, okay, so more combativeness. They're definitely not on the same wavelength, but she's still responding. So he says, I mean, you seem pretty weird too. You insinuated that I liked minors, dot, dot, dot. But if we're both...
both weird, then we're perfect
Oh.
for each other. No?
Oh.
Send. Well, you did say you had desires for a minor, considering Missy is 13.
God.
I used to have. Keyword used to. LMAO. And I was a minor at that time as well. Let's just talk about me and you, LMAO. I'm done with that conversation. Could I just get your number and we start fresh?
Oh, bro.
Question mark, enter.
It's been Hail Mary after Hail Mary. This guy's digging it out the trenches. Just... Man, this is such a nail biter, dude. I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
Yeah, but but only if you tell me I don't look like her, and that if you currently use a fleshlight, that you clean it.
He's in there. He won.
I don't have any sort.
Oh my god, bro.
And yes, love, you don't look anything like Missy from Big Mouth. I already told you. Who doubted me in the chat, by the way? See? Watch. Literally, we saved it, bro. It's unreal.
Actual savant like game. No one has ever done it like this. He took a disgusting pedophile creep intro against this total combative, Reddit justice warrior looking female, and he got her number and started fresh. She's thinking about him using the fleshlight he's in. Maybe there's something to that. Maybe we're sending subliminal messages that get past the woke mind block and making them envision evil things. Maybe there's something to that. I'm taking notes. Okay, here's the text messages. Still talking about the minor. Keywords used to, and I was a minor at the time. Let's just talk about me and you. Is this just the same conversation reposted in text? What? Well, update. I don't have any sort of fleshlight at all, and yes, I love you. This is the same conversation. Does Tinder import your messages to text now? I'm confused. What the fuck?
From Isaac.
What the fuck? I might be out of the game. It's been a minute. What? Why was that the same bout of messages that it was on Tinder in text messages? Maybe that's an editing mistake and that's how it looks on his phone. I don't know.
I don't even know what you're asking me right now, but I want absolutely none of your white nonsense.
Oh, so he's responding back as well. He's playing into the "you're white, I'm gonna race play dominate you." And this is the guy who said, I'm still racist. In that case, I can take out all my anger with your most likely prolapsed asshole. Or rectum is what he said. I don't want none of your white nonsense, boy. Okay, let's see how we cook here.
So why did we have to bring race into it? That's rude. I just wanted some butt, for real. Second, why the
hand up in the air, nerd emoji, finger pointing upward emoji. First of all, I just wanted some butt, for real.
Comment, question mark, send.
Oh, hi the Marcus. Hi the Marcus. We're still gonna be gang stalking women. Don't worry. We're just watching this man riz on random Tinder people because I thought it was a good intro. I gave everyone else a teaser. And that's I won't say anything about that. So quite yet, at least.
What is wrong with these people?
20 subs. Merc off to perk, I think. Dude. Dude. Very, very astute observation from Mr. Baby. That's why he's the GOAT, okay? None of the other core gym cells have seen that in this. Um, man, that's fire. But yeah, this guy's awesome. We love this guy. He has unmatched game. She looks like CPCA. Dude, that's gotta be racist somehow. Like, you're not wrong, but that feels so wrong to say. It's probably like the hairline. I don't remember what CPCA's teeth look like, but fuck, dude.
Kenzie. She likes Star Wars. Instant like. I see you like Star Wars. That's so hot. Would you, by chance, want to roleplay as Jabba the Hutt? Who would Jabba and I can be bi-curious Luke Skywalker, and we can climax all over each other while you're gasping for your insulin shot.
Was she even that fat? Was she even? Never mind.
Kenzie. Like, yes. Let
Her,
me know. Send.
her scalp said, "I'm the captain now." Yeah. I don't think CPCA is Somali though. I thought he said he was like I don't remember exactly what he said. I'm just gonna stop.
See, this is exactly what I wanted none of. Babes, I'm so confused. What exactly don't you want? Question mark, send. You quite literally cannot be more confused than me. Guys, we're about to get him on a call just like you guys wanted.
Oh shit.
Or maybe it was just one person. I remember someone asked if we could get Isaac on the phone. I would love that, personally. Jewel, 18. This is a terrible start. Okay, she does have bangs though, which I love. I will literally marry you if you can get me the guacamole hat from Despicable Me. She is probably our biggest contestant yet. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. If we don't match, this is gonna like destroy my self-confidence. Yes! You are the
So awesome, dude. Everybody, if you're ever down in life, if you're ever just down and out, you feel like it's over. You know, there's no need to be in the dating game. I'm not worth it. Just go swipe on some fat bitches, dude. It will change your life, okay? We love tortas. Tortas show love. Dude, when I tell you that you are the actual perfect prospect,
I've been looking for to you.
there's some good pussy under there, boy. Dude, let me just say, and you know, if any underage people are in chat or watching the VOD back right now, close your ears, look away. Fat bitches suck dick like they haven't eat fuck. Fuck. You guys get the point.
Use for my fantasies, would you by chance be down for something like that? Question mark send? I can't, but I have far too many questions. Do you have Instagram? Are you with your side, your man or something? Why can't you talk? Question mark.
So we're pressing him for the call. I don't think we're going to get it from this guy. He seems like he respects himself a little bit too much to hop on call with a random Tinder stranger. I don't think we're going to get it. But he is looking for long term, so he might be one of those like toxic attachment styles where he just gets like locked in way too fast. You know, he's going to call and be like falling in love with you after like 30 seconds. I'm torn. I'm on the edge of my seat, dude. This is a nail biter again.
Guys, I'm flirting with a black man. This is unreal. Guys, this is like beyond torta. This is like torta platinum.
Oh, we got a video. Wait.
Oh my god, get jiggy then. Oh my god, get jiggy then.
Dude, it jiggles. He's not wrong. This is beyond torta. But we're going to be loving and respectful. Yeah, no lie. I kind of like chubby chicks. You. Yeah. Like, you know, I was calling Perry fat. Like, but if Perry was a girl, let's move on.
Ooh, she knows she's a baddie. Okay, I would have let you get away with 2, but 3 is insane. But just because we ran into Queen Torta herself, we have to shoot.
Oh.
You just...
That's tough, dude. That's tough, dude. Didn't match with the Queen Torta. Moment of silence, dude. See, I say you go on here and you swipe on you know, plus size queens, on Torta wives. But you can't win them all, okay? Maybe she had a hot streak and she stopped swiping for a while. You never know. ROTC look going on here. Yeah. Yeah, but you can tell by like the necklace and the fancy sunglasses that she's not quite ROTC, okay? The ROTC baddies are a lot more natural and humble than shiny necklace and fucked up looking sunglasses. I've never seen an ROTC girl wear this kind of retarded ass shades. So that's kind of throwing me off here. The bra, this like weird 1950s bra, it's very ROTC, but for the rest of it, I'm thinking maybe we've got like a what do you call the early 2000s look? Oh fuck, dude, what's that term? Oh, dude, I'm so bad with fashion terms, but early 2000s hipster fashion face card.
Look so odd. This is literally my type. This is.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely not an ROTC girl. Um, like an iCarly type. Yeah, I think that's fair. Judging by the last pick, for sure, this one is a little bit different. 3 bedazzled belts. Yeah, you can. I mean, the hand positioning here, we've got like the sideways claw with the elbow as high as it goes. This is a Quirk Chungus Freakazoid. Very iCarly coded.
So please come here. Come here! I'm going through a lot right now, emotionally. Sad face. It seems to me like you may have been fondled
You seem raped.
by your second cousin. I'm really hoping so. So we can the trauma.
Quirk Chungus women are usually freaky. In my experience, okay, I think I've only fucked around with like one or two in my adult years. Um, Quirk Chungus women, in my experience, are like the type to have a safe word, but do absolutely nothing kinky. And then one random night, they're like, "Hey, can you ape me while I'm asleep?" And you obviously disagree because you're not into that shit. But like freaky, but in like the most freaky way. Like they don't do normal freak shit, but they have like the most deranged freakazoid fantasy. Not that like CNC. I know Big Aaron is a CNC connoisseur, but like the most deranged CNC type shit.
Out of each other's systems. Send.
I'm going through a lot right now emotionally, sad face. It seems to me like you may have been fondled with by your second cousin. I'm really hoping so we can fuck the trauma out of each other's systems. I've never dated. What you guys talking about? CNC Fiend badge in Perry's Discord. That's badass. I just joined Perry's today. I'll figure that out in a second. I feel very concerned and scared. LMAO, why? I definitely wouldn't harm you physically, winky face. It just seems like we have a lot in common. Heart hand emoji, and I F with your style. Riz.
Lonin. What am I looking at? Muscle bound plus low dose HRT for 2 years. Polyamorous partnered college. Wait, did this used to be a girl? I think this used to be a girl. Why did you feel like you needed to share this?
Whoa. Epic lat spread. Um but yeah, an extremely confusing situation here. Extremely confusing situation here.
Where there's no definition. I like don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm scared, truly. I'm nervous here. Let's match with.
So, judging by the face card with no phone in the face, MTF, very muscular, 2 years. That hair could be longer for 2 years, to be honest. My hair is longer after like a year. Um, a woman flexing a lat spread. Yeah, MTF. It's not FTM. I think we would only see it this way around. Also, just some analysis. We've got D and M. This is mom and dad, and this is the golden child A who still lives at home and is trans at 26. Um, for 2 years. So you stayed at home until 24 and then came out, and 2 years later, you're still at home. W parents, at least. I'll say that much. There's many parents, that you come back home after college or you're working and you come out like this. At least judging by the lat spread, this guy has some some determination in life. And when I say, I didn't mean guy like that, but you know what I mean. Oh, spoiled.
Gender togi and see what happens.
Also, side nose ring, way better than the septum. Speaking from experience and theory, it looks better, and it's way less confrontational. Like, you see the front one, and it's like a bull is charging at you head on. You see the side one, it's like, okay, we have a leftist, whatever.
Come on! Did you get your turned into a or
My GF has wanted me to get a nose ring for years. Some girls need it and some girls hate it. So she wants to buck break me. I'm not going to make any suggestion here because I don't know your situation. I don't know your girl. I don't know you for the most part. Um, I did that shit for a while and I think I looked like a total fucking weirdo. But that's just me.
your split and made into a question mark, question mark, question mark. Genuinely curious, regardless of where
did you get your clit turned into a cock or your cock split and made into a vag? Genuinely curious. But regardless of where the
came from, I'll finish in it for sure. LMAO send. Okay. Can you not see how the still though and
Okay, so he got a message back. Um Are you with a man or something? Why can't you talk? Because I have work at 5 a.m. and I'm not using my last waking moments on whatever this is. Whatever this is crazy, but whatever. Can you not see how the still racist though in quotations and I can't take out all my anger with your people on your most likely prolapsed rectum in quotations is a ridiculous thing for a white thing to say to a black person? What exactly was your thought process? I'm studying you for science. He's still replying though. This is I'm offended, but you can still salvage this.
and I can take out all my anger with your people on your most likely prolapse. Well, when you put it like that, it seems insane. But all I was doing was sharing my thoughts. I don't understand. I don't get these people. Yes, I said that.
Oh.
What's your point?
Hi, Shinny.
Ah.
Hi, Shinny616. Hi.
What exactly was your thought process? I'm studying you for science. Yeah, I'm a little bit prejudiced, and I took an educated guess on the state of your. What's the big deal? Question mark. I mean, right? No? Confused. What you're confused about? You look like a freak show. What is this? What am I looking at? This is a man, right? This is a boy, no? Yes, it is.
I did not even clock that. I did not clock that this was a man. I saw this, I was like, okay, we've got a clown girl. You know, the face looks very feminine, at least with the makeup on. And then it still looks pretty feminine to me. Obviously, we don't have much of a bump here, but there's also not like the broadest shoulders. You know, it's definitely not muscular. Very feminine hair and eyes, I guess. We didn't see this one for very long, but I can kind of I'm starting to see it. And then boom, him.
But that's perfectly fine with me.
Oh, dude. Dude, that sucks. See, it's a lot safer. Quotations high school. Oh, oh. I was gonna say it's a lot safer to swipe for confidence on the tortas, because at least with the tortas, you don't have to worry about them seeing you as a Republican and therefore not fucking with your whole femboy shtick. Um, Not that you fuck with that, but we're just swiping to get an ego boost, right? The tortas would never swipe left based on your their assumption of your political affiliation. Clown person had that as a tag. Yeah, dude. I did not see that. I hate to see it.
Oh, another boy. But a black one. This is dude. If you're built like Aaron Donald, you can't be a boy. That's
The said 21, so yeah, dude, these apps are so dangerous, bro. All these kids are just lying about their age so they can get on this shit. It's so fucked up. It's just another reason why like this shit sucks. But this shit is much better than the T app, which demands your ID verification and has shitty spaghetti code that allows 4chan users to hack in and dox all of their faces. So when this lady tries to go on the app and gossip about the local Chad leaving her on red, her face gets blasted to the public. You know? Very sad stuff. Very, very crazy time to be alive right now.
that's not like appropriate.
I did that back in the day. I was on Tinder at 16. I'm trying to remember. I downloaded it. Did I? I had a lot of really like retarded political and like moral takes when I was 17, 18. I don't think I was on there until like after my first college relationship. So I was safe. But we can only pray that Big Aaron didn't get raped.
For anyone, it confuses me. I don't know how to approach this. Or are you a girl? No one knows. Like, oh, it's a girl.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You saw all that fucking meat and you couldn't tell if that was a girl, bro? This girl is busting at the seams in this bra and you're like confused.
So, is that worse or better? Holy Knockerville. Whoa. I mean, you know, I mean,
I have historically had zero Riz online, barely any more in person. I feel that. I feel that. I'm very gifted. It all the play that I've gotten in my life is not because of my skill or charisma or personality. If anything, my lack of personality has gotten me like pity play. As far as I know, my nubile body was safe. I'm so glad to hear.
holy shit. You can't not look at it, no? But okay, when you're this when you're this fluffy, does that count? Like, honest question. I've always wanted to ask a big group of people this. Does that count? Because like, how much of that is actually your breast muscle? You know, like a lot of that is probably unsolicited fat, if we're being honest. Either way, either way, I just have PTSD because I don't want to get dubbed again. Please.
Oh, oh, dude, the tortas are doing him dirty today. He's like 2 for 5 on the tortas, dude. We've got 4 minutes left. He needs two more to go positive, one more to go even, and if he loses a single another torta, he's going negative against tortas, dude. Not, you know, the other videos are titled his best Tinder run ever. This one is the first Tinder run of the year. I'm afraid Tinder stocks going down, graph with the line going down emoji, Tinder.
You see the flag. You see the flag. You see it. So please, if you're woman to male, I'll do that. I'm not doing the other way around. I think I'm hilarious, but it's actually just a trauma. Huge nerd and will info dump about it. That's all we've ever wanted. Guys, if we're going to get anyone on a call tonight, it's going to be Tommy.
I think I'm hilarious, but it's actually just the huge nerd, and I will info dump about it. I'll make obscure references that no one else understands. Ask me about my latest hyperfixation. If my cat doesn't like you, I probably won't either. Pagan, witchy, and alternative. Poly and partnered, dating separately. Mostly a bottom willing to be a third. Please don't, dude. Please don't swipe right if you voted away my rights. I'm gonna say it. You guys can hate me. There's maybe one person in commentary that'll hate me for saying this. This is what every polyamorous person looks like. And this is how they all act, okay? Mostly polybio of all time. Exactly, dude. They their entire personality is either being autistic, being alternative, or being democratic, like a liberal, a leftist. Like, none of those things should be your personality. Your personality is actually probably just like your partner, and even then you didn't fuck with your partner enough to be exclusive with them. I'm not a big fan of the whole poly thing, I'll say that much.
Trauma. Huge nerd and will info dump about it. That's all we've ever wanted. Guys, if we're going to get anyone on a call tonight, it's going to be Tommy. I'll make obscure references that no one else understands. Ask me about my latest hyperfixation. If my cat doesn't like you, I probably won't either. Pagan. Witchy and alternative. Poly. Nice. And partnered. Nice. Dating separately, mostly a bottom. Nice. Willing to be a third. Awesome. Please don't swipe if you voted against my rights. This is everything I've ever been looking for. It's a dude. Of course it's French.
Fuck, it's a
Like,
dude.
of course. I need to take a picture of this because when we match, I'm going to need a reference to go back and talk to her about. Okay, Tommy, I need you on my face. Come on! This is it. This is, guys, this is our gold mine. This is literally our gold mine.
Here we go.
We can't fumble this. Oh my god. Oh my god, he messaged us first! This can't get any better. Literally, it can't.
What did he even say? It doesn't show us.
Okay. Dude, why are all the on our dick right now? I can't handle all these at once. I can't. One at a time, please. We have to lie to get them on the phone, so that's what I'm going to do. Your vulnerability in your bio is quite admirable and funny, LMAO. You're mad interesting. Sorry. We're going to have to make it feel good about itself, and then whatever. Lonin responded, you're really classy. You know that? It's just a question. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Fuck is this problem?
Dude. I don't even know what to say about this most of the time. So he messages this this male to female. Was it your clit turned into a cock or your cock split and made a vag? Genuinely curious, but regardless, I'll finish in it for sure. LMAO. You're really classy for that, you know? And then
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Just a question.
Never ever feel comfortable referring to me as boy in any context to you know. Alright, I'm done with him. Sorry. I'm not flirting. I'm not fake flirting with a black dude for any longer if we're not getting him on the fucking phone. Alright, we're gonna do like one more because we've been on Tinder for like 45 minutes. So we're gonna do one more. I'm a Venezuelan girl. Amazing. New in Raleigh. Sweet. I want to make friends and see that my English flows. It's bad, I'm sorry.
Okay. So, what we've learned today is that if you want anyone who's not a torta or trans, you should probably get on Hinge or Bumble. Because Tinder is just fat trans polycules. But I mean this one's promising, okay? We don't get the poly bio. We got Venezuelan. It's not your average trans person. Genuine, you know, not like a torta, but still Hispanic. Let's see.
We gotta go for this, right? Come on, yes!
Boom.
Okay, this is the craziest poll all night. I know I said before that Lonin was. I know I said that before. Or sorry, that the other dude, the French guy was, but this is genuinely the craziest poll. Hola, mami. ¿Cómo estás? Do you speak English well enough to tell me if your is still attached or no? I low-key want it to still be there.
Guys, we knew this was cryptid the whole time, okay? Cryptid, #1 Gawk in the Marcus chat. Self-admittedly loves Gawk. I just know this is cryptid.
So it can flop on my stomach. LOL, send.
RTDMS.
Whoa. Hola, mami. ¿Cómo estás? Do you speak English well enough to tell me if your cock is still attached or no? I low-key want it to still be there so it can flop on my stomach. LOL. Hello, I'm very well. And you? And if I still have my dick with me? Okay. Oh, okay. Ja ja ja. That's good. Thumbs up emoji. Would you want to hang out sometime next week? Just remembered watching Elvis the Alien Tinder trolling vids years ago. Had forgot about that. Never heard of him. I might look it up. Just searched for it on YT, and apparently Willie Mack was on one of the vids like 5 years ago. Wow. I'm definitely gonna get some eyes on that because we all love to rape Willie Mack. Excuse me. Let's keep it moving. Oh, never mind. There's 3 seconds left in this video. We're probably on to the next bit. Yep. Okay. So, I thought that vid was cool, or at least I like the guy. He's definitely had some better episodes, but that's his most recent one, and he hasn't posted in a while. And I saw that after seeing this tweet in the Gamma server. Okay, we all know how I feel about Gamma, but he's got some diggers, okay? And his diggers, I think Chromo is his Discord name, posted this tweet. It says, "Hey Flesh," I'm assuming Flesh Simulator is the only person I know named Flesh who makes cool videos. "Hey Flesh, did you know in the past hour they doxed the entire user base of Channers? And the entire user base of Channers downloaded the personal ID and profile verification pics of every user." So this is referring to the T app. Now the T app is where women go to gossip about men in their area. They'll post a picture of their face, their first name, as many details as they like about the person, and women will comment on that and continue telling things about this person. And in order to access this app, you have to provide a picture of your driver's license and a picture of your face to prove that you are who you say you are. And, you know, this app, as the 4chaner says, is what happens when you entrust your personal information to a bunch of vibe coding DEI hires. So we're going to blame black women because it's 4chan. Okay, fair enough. And judging by the anti-man nature of this application, we're just going to take a look at some of the people who signed up for this. This is all public information. The application made this public. There was no stolen credentials. This is simply information that was available to the public. And before we get into the pictures, I did go through this 4chan thread, and I found some interesting looking, or some interesting reads, some funny little arguments in the thread, okay? And I've ordered these in a way that hopefully helps, okay? So this is the first post. You know, driver's license and face pics, get the fuck in before they shut it down. Blah, blah, blah. God bless you all. Regards, Anon. People are going, whoa, whoa, holy fuck. And the first thing is a response that says, "You realize all of you within this thread will likely be monitored for the rest of your existence on this website, right? LMAO, you idiots are going to get fucked if you actually downloaded or shared this info." Okay, coming in a little hot. I definitely am not confident in my OPSEC whatsoever on this anonymous message board. I'm definitely not confident in my OPSEC enough to stalk a doxer on my live stream. I would never do that. And someone replies to that message saying, "Roasty mad, LMAO, eat my shit. F slur with the I at the end, which I think is very poetic. And that was just a quick one. So back to the original thread, we've got someone replying to this again who says, who cares? Why should I care? Most people show their licenses all the time for retail purchases or security. What exactly do you think is on it that isn't public information? So, usually when you go to the liquor store, the employee isn't posting your ID to 4chan, where all the freaks are going to call you an alcoholic loser. But someone responds, "It's okay, Roasty. One day Chad will pick you." Oh wait, no he won't. Um, Harsh. The person responds, "Yes, I'm a Roasty. You got me." It's a lot easier to call another dude a Roasty instead of realizing this seems pretty gay and retarded. Unless I'm missing something. I see you never answered the question. It's like if you grabbed all the profile data from Yelp reviewers. It's both public and essentially useless. You have the faces of women who are using an app that rates guys they dated. Okay, now what? You rate them back? You make it public and they use the site? At what point do they just burst into treats? Or feel any actual negative effects? Maybe that means burst into tears is my best guess. Yeah, R is next to T. That makes sense. Okay. Big chubby torta fingers, mistyped. It's not Ashley Madison or the Jannies getting their emails exposed. This is like showing who used Rate My Professor or Health Grade. I'm pretty sure, unless OP is violating cyber law, that this isn't even considered doxing in most places. I'm not gonna stay and piss in your Wheaties. If this helps you get through the morning, then go apeshit. But it feels like B tier retarded for happening. Godspeed. So we're just gonna take their advice and make fun of them. What did they say it again? Okay, now what? You rate them back? Sure, let's rate them back. Let's talk about how they would be as potential partners. So, going with the teaser for this video or this stream, some would say this looks like CPCA. Some would say this hairline is the captain now. I would say this is a very happy, joyous young woman who would probably treat you right. What? How are they going to be monitored when there aren't accounts, lol? I mean, I guess IP, but that's easily fixed by a VPN. Yeah, I'm definitely on a VPN right now. I wouldn't be on 4chan in the first place without a VPN, let alone doing something this retarded. Many would claim those things, Jimbo. Many would. Yes, I got that from a very, very trusted source. So next on the list, I bet this lady makes mean ketchup hot dogs. She's pulling up to the beach with a bag of hot dogs. Not like grilled or like pan fried. They're boiled hot dogs with a bag full of ketchup. She shakes them up a little bit. I just use it for torrenting stuff. Yeah, I basically only use it when I'm on my live streaming profile, when I'm downloading PS2 games, and when I'm doing retarded, arguably illegal shit like this. Microwaved. Microwaved hot dogs. Very possible. There's not a whole lot to gain from this picture because it's so fucked up. But this kind of looks like that one preschool teacher who was really mean and she would take it out on the kids. Like I had this one after school, or it was, what do you even call it? It was I guess pre-K. So before you go to kindergarten, you would go to this place, and it's like a daycare, but with like there's like a you learn the alphabet and shit. And there was this one lady who was really mean to the kids. You know, she would later be fired for neglect. Like the whole place got shut down. But, you know, she stubs her toe and breaks her fucking toenail off. And, you know, she's like, her toe is like bleeding out on the blacktop while everyone's outside. And she's yelling, like, somebody would get me a fucking paper towel. And the door's locked, so you have to go back to her and get the key. And then unlock the door and bring her a paper towel. And you know, the next day, like you're about to have your sloppy Joe for lunch, and you know it's your turn to read the prayer, which is like illegal. But you start reading the prayer and you fuck it up, and she makes you restart it, and you start reading the prayer again, and somebody else talks, and she's like, "Shut the fuck up! Time to pray to Jesus before we have our sloppy Joe or our Salisbury steak." What else did this lady do? She works at a bowling alley now. This kind of looks like a sewing machine up here. That's kind of cool. So I'll give her that. Maybe she sewed this blanket, which is awesome. Cool. Moving on. Wait. I'm HRT. Big Zach. Big Zach is Big Big Zach is HRT? Huh? So our next user of the infamous T app has a cute little pimple patch on. Um, this lady probably goes through Captain C phenotypes like nobody's business. I was thinking this lady probably can't fucking breathe through that thing, dude. Look at the nose to nostril ratio. That's a tight clearance, dude. If she gets a piercing, there's no airflow in whatever fucking hole that is. But awesome, nice, fancy looking do-rag type shit. Other than that, other than the impossibility of a nose ring, nothing serious to say about this one. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, you okay? So when you said the person running through Captain C, yeah, no, this lady pegs. This lady pegs for sure. But oh, oh, this is, oh, dude. See now I feel bad about this bit. I want to make up shit about these people, but there's a very distinct possibility that this person downloaded the app, you know, scrolled a little bit and then never got back on. All right, let me put some music on to make this feel a little bit more comedic. Yeah, yeah, I know Jim Bob. I met him in Illinois. He was at the laundromat, just flailing it around with no regard for a normal woman like me. So I got his number. And guess what? You'll never believe what he said. He said, I'm not I'm not even gonna say it, dude. It feels so fucked up, dude. At least she's got clear skin and she's training as a nurse to be some. I mean, okay, I'll say this much. This is the average amount of life in a nurse's eyes, okay? This bitch wants you dead. She hates caring for you. She wants you to just fucking die, so she has to not do her job. Um, don't get a septum piercing. This is what you look like. Oh, hi Raven. Hi Raven. We're gang stalking innocent women. Um, dude. If you're wondering why we're doing this, this is the T app leak. So the app where women go to gossip about men they've met or men they talk to on Tinder. So you go on the app and you say, "Oh, I met Jim Bop from Illinois, and he ghosted me after sending me a big meaty ass pic." This lady's a final boss. Holy shit. Jim Bob came into my office one day and said, "I need a raise." And I looked him up and down, his scrawny little legs and arms. I said, "Why don't you bend over for me? Why don't you do something for me, little boy? Why don't you make it worth my while?" This just feels so wrong, dude. I said right before, dude, most of these women probably downloaded the app, scrolled a little bit, they read some gossip and got off. I genuinely don't think like every woman is getting on there and spreading lies. But I mean, if they're gonna go on an app and post men and talk about them, I mean, we can go on the app, pull the women's faces, and talk about them, right? Right? Okay, this one. I put this one in here. Sort of a middle ground, okay? This is by no means like a 10. Not an 8 or a 7. But for her age bracket, I'm not seeing anything too crazy, okay? There's no like Botox going on. This schnoz has reasonable clearance. She probably breathes pretty well. She probably doesn't snore at night. And this is a normal amount of makeup to wear to work. Jimbo would. If I was older, maybe. When I swipe on older women, they're not like this, okay? That's what I'll say. Um I'm like mid-20s. If I was mid-30s, maybe. But let's move on. Now this is an app for women. Clearly something went wrong here. Moving on. Oh fuck, I skipped it. I saw this fine shit walking to the bowling alley. He was getting nice and low throwing that ball. He came over to get a slice of pizza and I said, "You listen here, boy, I like the way you're throwing that thing. I like the way you drop it low, boy. I want to see you drop it low, boy. Can you do something for me? I'm gonna need your number and email address, boy. Write it down on the order sheet before I give you this slice, boy." Also, let's just note we have a mixed child in the background. So this woman is a snicker licker. That is some fun vocabulary we learned from the most recent video we just watched. This is a snicker licker. A coal burner, as some would say. Moving on. Snicker licker. Yeah, dude, I just learned that one. Big fan, dude. That shit, that's next level racist shit right there. This is Miss Weinstein. Not a whole lot to say, I guess. Yeah, I don't even have anything to say about this. She's just so happy to read the gossip on the T app. this lady could do no wrong, dude. I feel like good vibes from this. Unironically, I could watch some the VHS tapes with this woman. Like, this is my grandma. We're watching VeggieTales in her like TV room, and she just made me some popcorn. Hold on. Hey, I saw you from across the bar, and I just thought, like, nah, this feels bad. This feels bad. I don't want to make fun of her too much, dude. What can I even say? She's got a battery charger over here, or like a battery case for the lights, maybe. You know, like, she tried to dye her hair red, but it's just like faintly pinkish. I am going to prescribe you Accutane. Accutane is a medication that dries out like your entire body. You know, your eyes are going to get dry, your lips are going to need chapstick. Women would eviscerate men if a similar thing happened, not going to lie. So apparently there was a similar app where where men would go to rape women, and it basically just turned into a revenge porn site. So that's bad. That's kind of evil. And um women kind of won. Women kind of won on that front. It doesn't seem like this app had the same problem. It seems like women may be a little bit more normal and well adjusted. But yeah, I don't have the full lore on why that thing closed down besides the whole revenge porn shit, but that's probably a big factor. This app is probably still up. I think Mira said she was signing up for this app today, and um, I'm pretty sure you can still get access to all the files and shit. They haven't really done like a huge security update in the last 12 hours. So, whatever. I told her to smile for the camera, like, which is, it probably is insanely creepy, but it's just the reality of the situation. The people in the 4chan thread are downloading this shit like every hour because it's a cached system. Like like it can only save a couple thousand people at a time, so it deletes them. But um, moving on. Yeah, I recommend Accutane. Get some chapstick. Get some eye drops. By the end of like a year or two, your acne will be way better, and you can start treating your acne scars, and your skin will look better, and you'll have more self confidence. So you can go to the gym and get fit, and then we'll have something to work with here. And somebody posted this, which includes a couple of the people we've seen. We've definitely seen this one. And hello, fine shits. Hello. So this fine shit is kind of like a white trash, probably fake lips. Could be like 40 with Botox for all I know. Trashy neck tattoo. Probably some shitty band t-shirt. And fucked up looking split ends. This fine shit, I just know she's lying about men online, bruh. I hope she lies about me, bruh. I'd do anything, milady. But this picture was labeled chudettes, and half these women don't even look too evil. This is definitely the most scary picture. This one up here, lips look a little fucked up. This is why you don't get lip fillers, because they'll end up like sagging to one side and then you look like you had a stroke. Crimson chin. But yeah. And there's a fucking ID in there. Let me get off this. This reminds me of a torta I linked with, but without the acne. So I miss her. Holy shit, hold on. I actually hate this bit, dude. I hate this bit. For all I know, this is somebody's mom, and she's a really good mom, dude. I have nothing to say. This is another one I threw in there just because, you know, couple bumps. You got bumps on your head. Who gives a shit? This person kind of looks like a child. Then again, it's just an Asian, so who can say really? And Okay. I don't even have it in me to make fun of this person. Like, for all I know, this grin is not all there in the head. Like, let me just get rid of all this shit. There's more slop I can do tonight. I just do not have it in me to bully more random women. I've gotten it all out of my system. We did a lot of incel woman hatred tonight. Oh, oh, oh. So yeah, I've got two things on the docket. One of them was the VTuber shit where I just bash women. I definitely don't have that in me right now. They probably got misled and all that, yada yada. Um, the other one, I watched 5 seconds of this video. Okay. 100
These are
100 most disgusting and depraved things on Reddit, okay? This is a 3-hour video which claims to have checked every subreddit ever. Okay, so this guy has seen just thousands of porn sites, okay? This guy has seen so much disgusting shit, and I'll give you guys a chance. Guess what the first thing he talks about is, okay? Take a wild guess about what the first thing this guy talks about in the most disgusting and depraved things on Reddit. I'm taking anything from anyone. I think I'll probably end after he says the title. Just because I don't want to watch 3 hours of this unless it's unless I get hooked. But how can I give a hint here? Um it's let's say NASCAR Reddit. No, it's not NASCAR Reddit. I will say that it is commentary adjacent. So it is something that has been around commentary. One more shot from Big Zach or anybody else. I'm going to take this moment to just breathe after I hated so many women so hard. I'm out of coffee too. All right. Clock is ticking, the sands are falling. I think we'll just let it play.
100 of the most disturbing things on Reddit, from disgusting subreddits with thousands of members to some seriously unsettling posts. And we're not just going to skim the surface. We'll take
r/AMA. I lost my virginity to my Nana grandmother on New Year's Eve. By the person named Nana took my virginity. Obviously a burner, but holy shit. r/let's not meet. He pretended to be my dog. That's badass. If you're not barking at the hose, what are you doing? r/confessions. I stood by and allowed my wife to almost kill our son. I was happy she did it. What? r/legal advice. I think my boyfriend has been drugging me to make me forget things. He is a doctor. That's fucked up. These middle two are awesome. But those top and bottom are evil.
take a deep look into each subreddit and post. So, without further ado, let's begin. Cunny Milkers.
Cunny Milkers. Can I get Cunny Milkers for 500 points? Cunny Milkers was the answer to the question, everybody. This is where I clicked off the video and I said, there's no way I'm watching this shit by myself, okay? This is freaking sweet. I gotta share. Let's hear him out before we just rage quit stream, okay?
This is a private subreddit run by a vomit queen. There isn't much known about.
I got half a mind to end right here, okay? My patience is extremely thin right now. What the fuck is a vomit queen? Does she like it when that happens to her? Or does she like doing that? Is she like the bloated evil woman from Path of Exile that like, oh god, what's that boss's name? Bloated woman boss PoE2. The Queen of Filth. So this is the creature responsible for Cunny Milkers. Your average Cunny savant looks like this thing, okay? Let's let him spit. Let's let him talk. Talk his shit.
About this subreddit, at least till this day, since it's now private, which I can only assume is so that people don't look further into it. The subreddit itself is a mystery as it went private after a separate user made a post on the subreddit "Wow, this sub exists" with the title, "A subreddit run by a literal pedophile that's been up for 4 years, WTAF." The sub itself is a small community. A screenshot showed 7 online at the time of taking it. The screenshot itself showed a picture of Anpu and another character, saying the age of consent is 8. While research
Vomit Queen says, Hazuki Chang and Doremi Chang are excited to give legal information about the laws in Missouri. They love going to the library and reading legal dockies on the computers together. Next, they gonna research the city's shellfishy regulations. Wishing lots of fun for them. Says Vomit Queen on the sub Cunny Milkers. I've gone past the point of having no patience. There's not much going through my head right now. Like, I think I'm just on autopilot at this point. If the next thing isn't equal to or worse than this, I'm gonna show the riding bikes and maybe play a song and we're just gonna go home.
I discovered a neocities.org page belonging to Vomit Queen. His bio reads, "Hi, I'm Vomit Queen."
His bio? I mean, I guess we can assume that any creep online is a man, but I mean, the queen part would have fooled me, to be fair.
Occasional doer of things. I have a passion for lolicon artwork, among other drawn fetishes. I also like Ojamajo, Doremi, and loud music. Kindness ruled the world. Linking his archive.org site of his subreddit, his Twitter, and some other art pages, his Twitter containing lolicon artwork, including not safe for work artwork of Anpu-chan, on his edits page, it consists of more and more drawings or posts getting more deranged as you scroll. The first post saying, "Sexualized underage girls." This isn't a joke, by the way. One post is a compilation of sentences and drawings. The base picture picture being what seems to be a hospital room, 3 eyes in a row, and a figure of a man in the corner.
Granddaddy, why? I was just a kid. Violence is an art. Your body, the Mona Lisa. We're gonna get to the end of this one.
The writing says Granddaddy Why and I was just a kid and sick, with the last thing being violence is an art, your body, the Mona Lisa.
I was gonna make some fucked up comparison to Perry and Spinal, but this is just beyond anything we've seen.
From what I could find, Vomit Queen is someone who likes a character called Ampu Sagawa, but he calls her Ampu-chan often.
Perry be like, not enough self-harm. Our Spinal, dude, whatever, fuck this.
She was born
dude.
in 1991, and the anime she's from came from 1999, making the character 8 years old, at least at the start of the show. We can only assume that this is the reason why he posts often about the age of consent being 8. On his archive page, it contains what is listed as things that happens to me, which people have pointed out that it sounded as if he was going through a psychosis because of one line he wrote, voices demanding I piss on my dresser, desk, and carpet. They will not.
This cannot be real, dude. This cannot be real. The piss one is funny, and then it says, voices telling me to blank to cartel beheading videos and car crash videos. Terrible, shitty Panic at the Disco bootleg playing lyrics about sending nice messages and eating Toblerone. What the fuck, dude? Random boing noise? This is a joke. Tan Asian girl with a pigtail and glasses. I'm being trolled and owned. We're being owned and trolled by the Spinal pedo server. They're owning us. They're raping us.
Stop. Further down the page, you'd see CP of the tan Asian girl with a pigtail and glasses getting raped. Quote, the name cunny milkers comes from a term used to refer to rabbits and vaginas, but more recently and digitally on 4chan's TV forum to refer to movies with child nudity, which ended up calling lowly characters cunnies, and milkers most likely means their breasts, unquote, says Vomit Queen himself. Quote, and that is not an admission to looking at that material.
God,
that is a log of my
dude.
psychosis-induced hallucinations from years ago, which was not due to drug use, but rather traumatic experiences in the real world that I have been largely able to heal from since then. I do not have any sort of that kind of material on me at all. I am not some crazy freak pedophile or whatever, and to be honest, I'm a bit exhausted.
I'm not a freak pedophile, but the voices are telling me to jerk off to cartel beheadings. And the age of consent is 8.
From seeing people finding someone they don't understand and coming to wild conclusions because of it, unquote. He continues by saying he would never be attracted to kids in real life, but Redditors had a hard time believing that as a whole. A Redditor that messaged him said, yeah, I DM'd them.
dude.
Apparently they don't have psychosis anymore, but they also say it's some inside jokes they share on the subreddit. They also say they don't have pedophilia. Anyways, it's weird and hard to believe, considering the lowly stuff. Apparently, the diary archive CP stuff was due to psychosis. Good to hear they're doing better now. I hope they get some help soon. Awkward face. The best we can hope for is that it truly was just a psychotic episode and not his actual and true thoughts. Trace an object. This is a subreddit for posting objects by Europol and Australia, used to track and identify objects to help solve child cases. It was made to help the FBI, but it has no correlation or direct affiliation with the FBI or Europol. The subreddit was made in 2017, with only approved members being able to contribute, though everyone is encouraged to look and see if they know anything, and if they think that they know a definite answer, to go to the correct official sites to submit anything they know. On the Europol site, they urge anyone who knows where even a clothing piece was distributed to come forward and let them know. Similar to Europol, the FBI has ECAP, the Endangered Child Alert Program. The Australian site is similar to both in UI, a section talking about...
Okay. That's interesting and useful knowledge. It's nothing compared to Mr. Vomit Queen. I think we're done here, boys. I think we have overstayed our welcome. I'll take one last look at the popcorn. There's the VTuber shit. There's the rad queer, pedophile, gay shit. I definitely don't have it in me to make fun of the black pill doomer again. Maybe tomorrow. Six stream, thank you, Big Zach. Thank you so much. And yeah, then there's just interrogation, body cam, fish tank slop. So that's GG's. Thank you for coming. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye. Bye, Shinny616. Bye bye. Bye.